Hey, 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 welcome in as we just finished the NFL show. We are now busting into the Ducks post-game show as that was preempted by the football show. And welcome into the show as the Ducks win 4-3 in a shootout. I'm your host, Todd Fox, with the other host of the show from Catella Chronicles.
What's up, Dominic Lorenz, and cheers. Welcome back to Todd and pulling essentially triple duty tonight. Also recorded a Angel podcast tonight. So Todd, and real MVP tonight for coming on this late.
Yeah, I with work early in the morning, it's a stretch, but still we had to cover this game. I know we talked about it off air, but with the Ducks winning a game like this one, it felt a lot like the win over the Kings, where it was just very unexpected. The turnaround shot by Uncle Leo to win that game, I believe.
Yep.
And then this game, the same kind of thing. Like, I got to tell you, Dom, yeah, when this game, I was following it, the Penguins they took the lead. I'm like, okay, we got time. They went to the empty net. They got the penalty. I turned the TV off. 17 seconds. The best you could do is a 5-on-5. I thought, no chance in hell. All of a sudden, I'm in the chat with the Ducks, and it's blowing up, and you're like, oh my God. And I'm like, what the hell happened? What did I miss?
Yeah, what just incredible. I turned on the game, watching the game, making dinner, doing some other things. And I had enough time to watch right before, and the Ducks got a couple grade A opportunities. And then a penalty arises. I said, that's it. I'm going back to the kitchen. I got to finish. And then all of a sudden, I just hear the roar on the TV. I'm like, what the heck just happened? And freaking, he's growing hair by the moment with the Ducks. Beckett Seneca. Big stat from this game. Beckett Seneca becomes the 7th rookie in NHL history to score a game-tying goal in the final second of regulation, and the first person ever in the NHL to do so while short-handed. And incredible. And yes, I know a lot of people are going to say he didn't really score. It was off that, the hand of a Pittsburgh Penguin went through the 5-hole. I don't give a damn, because Pittsburgh took the lead 3-2 on a ricochet of Ville Husso's stick. So guess what? You give one, you get one. And the Ducks get to overtime in just 0.1 second. The greatest less than a second moment in my life as a sports fan was Derek Fisher's 3 in San Antonio with 0.4 seconds left.
Yeah.
This is right up there, because we talk about this all the time. The more you put the puck towards the net and you create traffic, good things will indeed happen.
And on that note, before you get into the goals and how this game got to 4-3, I gotta say that's what was bothering me. I thought Husso played a great game. Yeah, at goaltender, he did a good job. But I think where he kind of struggled in this game, now he got benefit of an open net, defenseman making a nice play, kicking the puck out of there. But I think where he had his troubles tonight was the rebounds. He gave Pittsburgh on several occasions 2 or 3 shots after an initial shot to get one in the net. And fortunately, a couple times he was able to keep the puck out the net. But the game-tying goal in the second period that Novak scored, that was off of 2 rebounds, and then it was shot off the back of his leg.
Yeah.
And those you hate to see because it's from a bad angle, but he just found that little hole, right?
But it was almost like you give one, you get one. Like Jackson Lacomb's goal in the second was a very hard angle shot goal. The one that goes off the back of the leg of Husso. Again, the one that rattles off his stick when he's trying to poke it away. But Ville Husso has been absolutely dominant, filling in for Dostal and Mrazek. He is 3-0 this season in shootouts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Beat Pittsburgh, beat Washington. Massive. And he has come up clutch in each of those 3 overtime sessions. The goal he made, or the save he made tonight, he is completely flustered out of the net. He just throws the stick, and the puck finds it. He whips it out. And boy, oh boy, the Ducks living right, getting the job done. This was a game that the Ducks, you didn't want to start off the road trip on a loss. And, it's a Far East Coast road trip, and some of these games are going to be in tough environments, and you want to start it off with a win. 0.1 seconds. This is definitely a never say die type mentality. It is absolutely fantastic.
And like Jesus said right there, he said, stay, watch to the end. I think I did that with the Angels this year too, where it's like, I left early and they had that massive comeback. It's the same thing that happened in this game. Like, again, maybe I'm preferencing it off of seasons past
Yeah.
where, okay, you had a good fight, time to raise the white flag. And, I came outside and I figured, okay, we got to do a podcast and whatnot. There's no way they're going to win this game. And then look what happens. And they
Huh?
win. You're the one that gave me the update that they won in the shootout. So,
Yeah.
I mean, an amazing game. And I can't remember, Dom, the last time the Ducks have swept Pittsburgh. Like,
I'd have to do a deep dive in the breakdown. Rarer than rare, and the way in which they did it. Opening night 4-3 with the power play working well. Kreider was the hero of that game, scoring late, and then scoring really late this time around, and finding a way to win. So the Ducks are proving to be a team scrappy to the end. Jesus, you're right. Stay watched to the end, and these type of wins are going to help the Ducks moving forward towards that playoff push. We're now officially 30 games into the season. The Ducks have now won 18 games. We're in a forward momentum. And it's huge. It's huge.
And I think tonight, was a great night to be a Ducks fan in all actuality, because your boy Uncle Leo showed up.
Yeah.
My boy Scary Terry showed up. I think our fan favorite, or as far as a guy that we like honking our honks to, and that's Beckton Senek, came through as well. So what a night. And a night too, Dom, before you get into the goals and who did what where, the Ducks were nearly doubly outshot. Like they were outshot 47-28.
Yeah, and this is coming off of a game where they pounded Chicago with over 50 shots on goal. So I think this would even play to the Ducks' favor even more. Even on a night when you're not at your best, you find your way to win a game that you're clearly not even supposed to get a point in. With under 3 minutes after Pittsburgh got that goal, what was it, about 3:33 left?
Yep.
I said, find a way to get a pity point. Start this road trip getting positive momentum, especially after Vegas lost in a shootout tonight themselves. So guess what? Double the pleasure, double the fun. You get an extra point over them and get the job done. So I think it's huge. It's massive. Beating these top quality teams in the NHL means so much for the Ducks. And I said, when we flip the calendar, I've been saying this on the last couple of post-game shows, if the Ducks can find a way when the calendar flips to January 1, if the Ducks can have 50 or more points going into January, which is a rough schedule with a lot of road games, that puts them on a great trajectory leading into that month and a half before the Olympic break.
Absolutely. And real quick side note, if Vegas, Edmonton, and Los Angeles didn't get half of those pity points, let's say Vegas only has 5 of those pity points, Los Angeles only has 3, and the same thing with Edmonton. Yeah. We're talking about the Ducks, possibly having a 7-point lead in that division over the second place. So those 3 teams have benefited from those pity point losses. Otherwise, the Ducks, in all actuality, would be running away with this division. They only have 1 pity point loss.
Yeah, no, it's been absolutely fantastic, and this is the team that you want to do it with. Quenneville's got him rolling on all cylinders, and Villahuso. The incredible job. Has he been perfect? No. Has he been lights out? No. But he has gotten nitty-gritty when he's needed to the most, and he is the dude right now. And we've talked about it before. The Ducks always find a way to churn out goaltenders. I don't care what it is. They find a way. So Villahuso, if this is an audition, because I believe Peter Mrazek's only on a 1-year deal, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Villahuso could be the Ducks' number 2 goalie next year. So this is somewhat of an audition process for him, and he's balling out right now. Again, small sample size, but getting the job done.
Yeah, better start than Mrazek to the season, right?
Absolutely. But hey, if the Ducks can have 3 consistent goaltenders, and we know Dostal's the guy, like there's no competing for this
absolutely.
spot.
Yeah.
But you have something in the pipeline that just gives you more confidence moving forward.
More depth as well. So we're going to get into the goal scoring, and then we're going to do the 3 stars of the game and the hoser of the game. So it's going to be a quicker show than usual since we came on so late, but we appreciate those that are watching. So Dominique from Catella Chronicles, if you haven't followed him, please go to Catella Chronicles and give him a follow there over on Instagram. He much will appreciate that.
We're almost at 1,000 followers. We can start going live. We can start doing a lot of things. So keep on coming, baby. Come on. Let's
absolutely
go Ducks.
Great Ducks content over there, and Angels as well. So Dominic, start us off with how this game got going in the first period.
Pittsburgh, halfway through the first, they pick up first goal for Aciari, again, if I'm pronouncing the name correct. Aciari gets his first goal of the year, 1-0 Pittsburgh, but then the Ducks find a way to double up in the second period. Jackson Lacombe from a bad angle shot. He's been churning it up lately, his 4th goal of the season. Beckett Seneca, yet another assist, his 16th of the year. Cutter Gauthier, his 18th assist of the season, 1-1. And then your boy lighting it up, taking the puck and doing it all by himself. Troy Terry's 8th of the season, unassisted. Light that horn again. So the Ducks take a 2-1 lead. About 2/3 of the way through the second period, then late, under a minute left, Novak gets his 5th of the year from Carlson and Shea, a ricochet of Husso's back of the leg. 2-2 to the third, and the Ducks find themselves in survival mode a little bit after trailing 1-0 after 1. And then Pittsburgh even though Mantha gets his 9th of the year on a power play goal, it was a ricochet off the stick of Husso to make it 3-2. And as we mentioned it at the top of the show, watch the highlight, rewatch the game. Beckett Seneca, 7th player all-time rookie to score with less than a minute to go. The first to do it as a shorthanded goal, and it was unassisted all by himself, even though it was ricocheted in by a hand of a Pittsburgh Penguin. We don't give a crap. Ducks tie it. Go to OT. OT, opportunities aplenty for both teams. Villahuso put his head on a swivel in that game, ricocheting one off the stick, but it's the shootout. Only 1 goal needed to be made because Husso went 3 for 3 in saves, and I'm a little shocked. I believe if I have to look back, you saw Sidney Crosby. He made a save. I'm shocked we didn't see Evgeny Malkin. I'm shocked we didn't see a couple other different shooters for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But it's the one, the only, on the very first shot. It doesn't get a point because shootout points don't count. But Uncle Leo, give the keys to the castle to that man, lighten it up for the win. Let's go. But the Ducks get the job done. They get outshot in the first period, 16-8, a little more even in the second, 12-10. They fall 12-8 in the third period, get way outshot in OT, 7-2. So they lose the total shot battle, 47-28. Terry has a point, Seneca 2 points, Gauthier with a point, and Lacombe with a point as well. Villahuso, 44 saves on 47 shots, a .936 save percentage, and he now improves his goals against this year to 2.87 in his save percentage at .936.
Hell yeah. And, again, I had to look at Beckett Seneca. I don't know where he ranks as far as rookies this season, possibly being a rookie of the year candidate, but he has played his asset off this year. Oh my God, dude.
And I know there's a question here from our good buddy Dan. What is a pity point? A pity point is when, going to overtime or shootout and lose, you still get 1 point out of it. Points are points these days, so we'll joke about it. Even if the Ducks make it to overtime, you still want to get at least that pity point when sometimes you might not deserve it.
Absolutely. So a fantastic win tonight. We'll address the question after we do your 3 stars. So let's get into it. The 3 stars of the game by Catella Chronicles. Okay, Dom, I throw it over to you. What are your 3 stars of the game?
It is about that time of the night that we do it, and it's going to be whenever the Ducks win, it is always going to be 3 Ducks. Sorry, that's just a favoritism we have on this show. I don't care what the broadcast media in Pittsburgh says. It is going to be 3 Anaheim Ducks tonight. Number 3 gets at the time, the game leading goal in the second period, showing some love to Todd. We're going to give our 3rd star of the game to Mr. Troy Terry. Absolutely. He's been great this year, assisting really well. His passes have been sharp, creating opportunities. Troy Terry, one of the futures here on the Ducks. So he gets the number 3 star of the game. Number 2 star of the game. Boy, oh boy. This boy He is growing hair on his balls by the possession, by the game. We joke about it. He's 19. He doesn't have hair on his balls yet. Tonight was the night that proved that he's got like a little patch growing. And it's like a chia pet. It's getting bigger, right?
He's got the peach fuzz.
He's got the peach fuzz going on, and his game continues to improve. He is looking, here's a great word. I haven't used that to describe Beckett Seneca. He has played fearless.
Yep.
He has been absolutely fearless on that ice, gets the job done. He gets the game tying goal with 0.1 second left, had an assist earlier in the game. Beckett Seneca, our number 2 star of the game, which only means the number 1 star. He kept us in this game, especially late in the third, especially in overtime, and he pitches a shutout. In the shootout, Ville Husso gets the job done, our number 1 star of the game, improving to an under 3 goals against this year and a save percentage of .936, filling in for Dostal and Mrazek and making a case to being the Ducks' number 2 goaltender next year if they do not re-sign Peter Mrazek.
What a fine start by him tonight, and what a table setter. And again, going back to Beckett Seneca, this guy is the real deal, and he's just getting better. It seems like every hockey game. Obviously, the franchise and a lot of people think McQueen's better than this dude. I mean, if McQueen can come out, I mean, and
if
play,
that's the case, that's amazing.
Yeah, if that is the case, to go along with Uncle Leo and Scary Terry and everybody else that we're accumulating, yeah, a lot of people have been saying it, including us. This team's going to be good for quite some time. So,
I absolutely agree. I think it's going to be totally, totally awesome in that case scenario. And to one of the questions that was brought up in the point by Jesus, how many players are on an Olympic hockey team? And talking about that, 25 players, you get 22 skaters and 3 goalies on the Olympic roster. And then also for our good buddy Dan, he's still getting back into the point system of hockey. 2 for a win. No matter what, if it's regulation, overtime, or a shootout, you get the 2 points. If you make it to overtime or a shootout and lose, you get 1 point. If you lose in regulation, 0 points. That's how the breakdown is in hockey.
Yeah, and right now, dude, like we said earlier, Vegas has 9 overtime losses, so those are 9 pity points, as you like to call them.
2 of them to the Ducks.
Yes, sir. So we love handing those out, especially for on the winning side.
Yes, sir.
Now we did the 3 stars by Catella Chronicles of the players of the game, and all of them were thankfully Ducks, as the Ducks win 4-3. Now we need to go to the opposite direction, not 3 stars, but the hoser of the game. So,
I love this award because lately when the Ducks win, I've become a little like petty about it and like a joke about it. So tonight we're going to keep to that trend. Even though he had an assist on a ricochet goal that should have never happened, but it created primetime cinema. He had 22, almost 23 minutes on the ice. Never once on this game registered a shot on goal, which is incredibly rare. Ducks defense locked him down, got the job done. He might be the NHL's, godsend, but he's going to be a hoser tonight. Sidney Crosby is your hoser of the night. I don't care if he is having a fantastic season that has 18 goals, 13 assists, and 31 points. He also went 0 for 1 in the shootout. Let's remember that. Ville Husso knocked him down and got the job done. And tonight, Sidney the Kid Crosby is the hoser of the night.
That is pretty crazy. And that brings me back to when him and Ovechkin came out together. It's like these guys are supposed to be winning Stanley Cups one after another. And I believe, if I'm right, doesn't Crosby have 2 or 3 titles?
Yeah, Pittsburgh had the back-to-back year. I think Ovechkin only has 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so after all these years of hockey, and obviously there's some of the greats of all time, but they kind of go in the realm of Jerome and Ginla. I don't think Ginla won one in Calgary. So,
no.
But they played Hall of Fame careers, but really not too much hardware outside of some of those President's trophies or things of that nature.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
No, it's and no disrespect to Sidney Crosby, terrific player.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know it's just come on on a night when any team forces Crosby to 0 shots on goal. You've locked him down, and the Ducks have done that numerous times to opposing teams, locking down their number 1 or 2 guy. So if that continues to be the well defense that the Ducks keep putting together, that's another feather in their cap a little bit. We've talked about the blue line defense that is improving here and there, but you take out the opposing team's A-plus players, and your A-plus players and your young core ball out, there's a lot of good things that happen. And with this win tonight, we are now 30 games into the season, 52 remaining. Ducks 19, 10, and 1, 39 points, first place. Another night we get to go to bed and wake up tomorrow with our Ducks in first place. Vegas shootout lost tonight. They have 37 points. The Kings in third with 35 points. And then to round out the Pacific Division, Edmonton 32 points in fourth. San Jose did not play today, 31 points in fifth. Then you have the Kraken and Flames tied with 28 points. That's, remember, the Flames for a long time only had 10 points. They have kind of arisen and kind of relit their flame a little bit. And then Vancouver, even though they beat us 5-3 back on the last homestand, they are now dead last in the Pacific Division with 25 points. In the conference, the Ducks are third in the Western Conference and fourth, tied for third, I should say, in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. The Ducks are.
We have a good friend on the show as well. Locked On Anaheim Ducks is here.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for another show to watch and brings the content, he is a great guy. You got to check out Locked On Anaheim Ducks right there. So we appreciate him.
And he's right. These boys are buzzing right now, man. It's been again, Todd. We both know, we've talked out, in our chat and off camera about this. We can love our Angels and honk our honk all the time we want. This is what a proper rebuild looks like. This is what winning looks like. This is what sports should be about. And maybe we're just drinking the Kool-Aid 30 games into the season. But this is what is great about this Ducks team. The young with the veterans. And you see the veterans are not selfish.
Yeah.
Strome, Vetrano, Killorn, you name them. They are not selfish right now. They are letting these young kids flourish. And even though they're getting put down to the third or fourth line, they're saying, okay, we are going to do our job. Even if it only means 8 to 12 minutes a night, we will make absolutely certain that Karlsson, Seneca, Terry succeed with our foundation. And I think that's the perfect beauty of this roster so far.
Yeah, and I got 2 more things on this. I just love the way the Ducks are playing as far as the passing. The passing's been great. It's the little things that get you the W's. It's the clearing the pucks when the pucks get deep in the zone, not letting odd man rushes. And the Ducks are, for the most part, containing that, keeping the pressure in the opponent's zone. Yep. And I want to say this too, to this comment right here that Jesus made. What a comparison. As Seneca's body grows, he could be like Nick Nash or even an Eric Lindros. And Eric Lindros, if he's compared to an Eric Lindros, who, let's say, if Eric Lindros is playing in today's hockey where those kind of hits are not prohibited, which he had to go through and suffer so many concussions, Eric Lindros, he would have obviously a longer career and much more prolific career. Yep. But if Seneca could play and be that aggressor and become maybe a center,
19 years old. He's got a long way to go. He's got a long, lengthy career, just like Leo Carlsson. The Ducks started him young. They are going to keep getting better, fill out those bodies, be the leaders on this team. I have no fear of saying Karlsson, the captain, Seneca, an assistant captain in a few years, and either Terry McTavish, rotate the two, whatever it looks like, make it count. That is how it's supposed to go for the Anaheim Ducks. I just love what they're doing. And again, we joke, Seneca, 19 years old, barely has any balls on his nuts, and he is performing at a high level in the NHL. Fearless. That is what Seneca is. Fearless at this point, and he should be right now by far the NHL's rookie of the year.
Absolutely, as we get a couple trolls on at the end. But the Ducks get the job done tonight, and shout out to Locked On Anaheim Ducks. Again, give him a follow and a like right there. And man, the Ducks, I'm hoping that they can keep this going as we got that road trip. Who's left on the road trip real quick before we get out of here?
We got the New York Islanders coming up next for the Anaheim Ducks on Thursday. To me, that's going to be a sneaky, really, really good matchup. Then Saturday morning, New Jersey Devils, and then a back-to-back. Monday, in a place that has been not kind to the Ducks, Madison Square Garden, to take on the New York Rangers. A lot of former Ducks making their reunion. Toronto, Strome, Trouba, and I'm missing somebody else in that regard. I know there's a fourth Duck somewhere. It's coming to my mind here in a minute, but I know those three for sure. Chris Kreider. Kreider's report. 4 former Rangers making their return, and then they'll end it on the back end of a back-to-back in Columbus next Tuesday. So, again, I said at the top that the Ducks could go 3-2-1 bare minimum on this road trip. 3-1-1, 5 games. 3-1-1 bare minimum. I think that's a win, or 3-1, 3-0-2, or whatever the combination is. But no matter what, if the Ducks can reach 50 or more points by the end of the night on December 31st when they play Tampa Bay in the afternoon at Honda Center, and we party on and celebrate New Year's Day, and the Ducks are 50-plus points and still first place, or even top 3 in the Pacific Division, any of us, any Ducks fans taking that as a win. I peg them as a wild card chaser, and right now, they have been proven to be a division chaser, and it is thrilling.
It is, because it's not like we're getting our honking up for this one, because out of the first 10 games, we're a good portion into the season. We're nearly halfway there, and by that time, we'll be close to the halfway point. So yeah, I mean, it's not out of the realm or it's not disappointing to be like excited. Like don't try to tone down your excitement for this team. This team is playing awesome hockey, and there's a lot of things to look forward to. Coach Q's got this team playing on all cylinders. So enjoy the ride, man. And we know anything can happen, and they could hit a rough patch, or they can get even stronger. So this is some really good hockey.
It is, and it's been through a gauntlet. We talked about how every team in the NHL is going through a gauntlet schedule because of the Olympic break. And again, it does not get any easier for the Ducks. On January 2nd against Minnesota, that is game 41. That will be the halfway mark of the season. And they have to go to road trips in January. Washington, Philly, Carolina, Buffalo. Then there's a road trip at the end of January. Colorado starts it off, then Seattle, and then a 3-game swing in Canada with Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver. 4 of that 5 game is divisional teams. This schedule is a gauntlet, and the Ducks right now are skating by beautifully with a couple of blemishes. Yeah, there's been a couple of doinker games that have been nasty, but I would say out of the first 30 games, maybe no more than 5 where the Ducks looked bad. Opening night, losing to Chicago badly in Chicago 5-3, the Colorado Avalanche game, the Detroit game, and maybe that Minnesota game, that mini 3-game road trip. That's been the massive blemishes that are like, pump the brakes. But the Ducks have skidded through that. So you're telling me 25 out of 30 games have been learning experiences and positive outcomes? Even when you lose, you find something good to take away? I'm taking that all day long, brother. Come on.
Absolutely. Real quick, I do love me some shepherd's pie. I'm just saying. All right, man. So we'll catch you guys and gals on the next game, and we appreciate you guys. Talking Ducks hockey with us here, and look forward to.
And our buddy Kyle from Lockdown Anna, he's like, "Don't bring up Utah when we lost 7-0. That one does, no. That one, there's a shred. We put that game in the shredder. We burned the shredder." And we did a bunch of other things for it. But let's not forget, final note on this one. Here at Halos in the Infield, we're the only post-game show for the Ducks. This is the place you come to. If it's both of us, Todd and myself, or just me or just Todd, this is the only place after a Ducks game, regardless if it's right after the game or like 3 hours after the game. Yeah. We will be here, win or loss, schedules pending, because we do have lives and we do work. That we will talk Ducks hockey for 20 to 40 minutes, break down the game, have some moments as fans, and we want you to be a part of it. So thank you guys for always tuning in, supporting us, like Halos in the Infield, like Catella Chronicles. And as we continue to remind fans, we have our friends, Zach of Ducks Game Day Breakdown, Mike of the Mighty Ducks Club. We are doing a watch party on January 16th. Still more details to come from Noble Ale Works, but Ducks Kings Friday night action. Even though it's at Staples Center, we are going to have a fun watch party where we'll broadcast the game, bring in some vendors, do some fun things at Noble, and we'll give a shout out to our good buddy Mike of the Mighty Ducks Club. He has a watch party going on next Tuesday, December the 16th, 4 o'clock at Noble when the Ducks play Columbus Blue Jackets. So go out, support, watch Ducks, be around fans, and have a freaking fantastic time because this team is absolutely stellar.
And hopefully Kyle can come down from Locked On Ducks.
Yes,
Ducks.
absolutely.
Check his show out as well, dude. That would be great.
There
you go.
And we have newbies.
Yeah,
Jim, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Oh man, so there you go. Yeah, we Locked On. Kyle is a military man right there. So shout out to our vets right there. Yeah,
absolutely. But, thank you.
Yeah, so catch us on the next like and subscribe, get those notifications when we go live for the Ducks. We also do football on this channel and the Angels, of course, covering all of Anaheim. So with that being said, good night from Todd Fox and Dominic from Catella Chronicles.
Cheers, guys. Let's go Ducks, and Ducks fly together.
Damn, bro.